whispering. And on today's episode, we are going to be doing an unboxing of Mansions of Madness. Now, I spoke about in a previous video how I did two game unboxings. One was Mansions of Madness and the other was Lorcana. But going through the editing of those games, it was definitely, you could tell it was my first time doing an unboxing, and Lorcana just came out too loud to the point where in editing I would have just had to cut out too much to where it wouldn't have flowed well, and so I ended up just scrapping that video. And then Mansions of Madness, I was able to salvage it. I had to turn the volume down at some points and cut out some things, but for the most part I was able to salvage it to make it a coherent video. So you will have that video today. There is no introduction to that video because when I recorded it I thought it would be the same video, and the introduction is in the Lorcana one. So anyway, this is just an introduction to that video, and we're going to jump right into it. But go ahead and like this video, comment down below if you enjoy the unboxing. If you're a gamer, let me know what games you enjoy playing, and I will see you guys soon with another video. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. So for our second game today, we have a quite bigger game, but we have Mansions of Madness. Now, I am very excited about this game for multiple reasons. One, I have been looking for a game, like I said, that I could play by myself, but also record for y'all's entertainment. And there was one game I was close to getting, and it's Mistborn, the deck building game. And I probably still will get it at some point, because that's another one you can do by yourself. However, I was talking to my buddy who has this game, and I have played this game before, but I did not realize that you could play it one player. Now this game is sort of, well, before I get there, so I talked to my buddy, and we decided that this would be a game that we could play even though we live in separate states. If we video chat, if we both have the game, we should be able to play it. Just might take a little extra work. So I decided to get this game so that him and I could play it, and we got our other friend on board as well, so the three of us can virtually meet up every other week to play some Mansions of Madness and try to defeat the many, many monsters we will face in doing so. But another good thing about it is I can play it solo. It'll be a lot harder, a whole lot harder by myself to try to defeat the monsters. However, I thought it could be a cool video for the future for you guys. So please comment down below if that is something you would like to see. Regardless, I'll probably make it anyway. So be on the lookout for that. Now this unboxing will be a little different because I bought this game used. The game new is about $87, $88 on Amazon. And I was able to find it on Macari for, I think she was asking 50 something, and I offered her 40 something, and we ended up going back and forth barely. I think I offered her one thing, she sent me a counter offer, and I accepted it. All in all, after shipping and everything, I think I paid like 60 for it. So I was able to get it cheaper. However, because of that, I need to make sure all the game pieces are in here in the correct condition and in the correct game box. So we will be doing that. But as you can see, what's cool about this game is it incorporates your computer. So you download the free app on your computer, and it guides you through the game, giving you different scenarios as you go and telling you what monsters are attacking you. And I don't know, I think it's a cool addition to the board game world. So the back of the box says Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. The door is open. The grimy alleys and looming mansions of Arkham Harbor, Eldritch forces, terrifying secrets, and unspeakable monsters. Within these ancient buildings, gibbering madmen and clueless gibbering madmen and cultists call upon the ancient ones, and beasts unknown by mortal scholars stir beneath the gibberish moon. Tonight, a few brave investigators venture behind Arkham's closed doors to make their stand against the madness within. Mansions of Madness is a fully cooperative board game of horror and discovery for 1 to 5 players. Players take the part of investigators, entering the darkened rooms of haunted Arkham mansions and other sinister locales to discover strange secrets, solve cunning puzzles, and battle otherworldly dangers. Mansions of Madness also includes a bonus conversion kit that allows fans of the first edition to use their investigators, monsters, and map tiles in this new edition. Yeah, sounds pretty great. And like I said, I have played this before. It is a fun game. It takes quite a long time to get through. It even says down here, gameplay time 2 to 3 hours. So, if we were to record some solo gameplay for y'all, that might be cut up into a couple different videos. But let's open it up and see inside. It's giving you instructions on the digital companion app. And then it's explaining back here how to interact with the app and the game. So we have that. Rule reference guide. All the different rules. Using this reference, setup, glossary, app screen, anatomy, monster figure reference, index, quick reference, golden rules, terminology, all that jazz. Now thankfully my friend I'm playing with has played this game enough to where he can help explain the rules to me so I don't have to read as much content. However, I will if I need to. Learn to play. I was hoping this is what I was looking for. It has the components of all the things we'll need, so I'll be able to do a little inventory to make sure all the pieces are here. I bought it off Macari, which is nice because Macari, once you get whatever you purchased, it doesn't actually release the funds that you paid for the whatever it is, whether it's a game or something else. It doesn't release them. You have, once you get the item, you have 3 days to review the item, make sure it's in working condition, and for the instance, for this, all the pieces are there. And then once you've confirmed that, then you go on and rate the seller and confirm that you open the box, everything's in working condition, or all the pieces are there. And then it will release the funds to whoever the seller is, just to make sure everything's good. So I appreciate that about Macari. Little have some character tokens. Yeah. Martha Gilman, Richard Beckman. Yeah, so it looks like these are different character tokens. I don't know how you incorporate it into the game, but we will find out. Don't know how that sounds, but we will set that there. A whole slew of cards. It looks like from what I remember, these are the item, like common item cards. Your health and your insanity and spells and different stuff like that. I think there's like unique items in there as well. Our characters. This is Cthulhu, I believe. Pretty big. He's a pretty difficult monster from what I remember. Good old Cthulhu. He's pretty cool looking. I haven't looked at the detail as much on these when I play with my buddy. But I do like it. I need to reread the H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu short story. Looks like these are the pieces that the characters go on. Obviously, this is too small for him. So I believe this would be the one that he would be on. Oh no, maybe not. Is there a bigger one? Maybe there's a bigger one. So we have two Cthulhus. More tiny little game pieces. Looks like we have little that was probably too loud. I guess I could have this open to the components part just so I know what I'm looking at. That would be helpful. Alright, so it looks like these are search slash interact tokens. And they're two-sided. So there's a little like red lantern on one side and then an eye on the other. And this one has a yellow question mark and the other side a blue exclamation point. Supposed to have 16 of each. Oh. So the question mark and blue exclamation point are search slash interact tokens, and the lantern and eye are explore slash sight tokens. So supposed to be 16 of each. So yeah, we'll have to count those. What do we have here? 24 monster tokens and matching figures. So these are the monster tokens, which I would assume go with monsters. And so you would match them up. So the cultist. So this goes in here. shirt was blending in with my shirt. But the camera's over there, so maybe that'll be better. But you have a cultist there, and you'd stick him there. And there you go. You have your cultist. I don't know what these numbers mean. This one says, some ordinary people devote themselves to extraordinary causes, some for good, and others not. So, there you have it. So, we have like a snake flying monster here. I wonder what this is. Deep hybrid child of. Oh, here we go. This is a hunting horror. So, yeah, not excited to fight him. That's pretty terrifying. It looks like a snake with wings, or a dragon without. Oh no, those are legs. Oh, so it's like a dragon, just more lanky, like a snake. Which snakes are my biggest fear? I hate snakes with a burning passion. I'm terrified of them, so. But I would die if I actually saw something like this in real life. I probably would have a heart attack and die. But there we have our monsters. I don't know if you guys are hearing this, but there's a lot of commotion going on outside. That's the issue with living in an apartment. You have a lot of things going on around, unless you record late at night. I didn't need to look at the commode and see what these are. They're dice, but I had to yawn, so I looked away. Not much on the dice besides a magnifying glass. Don't know if you can see it. And a little star type thing. Again, don't know if you can see it, but that is all that's on these dice. And then blank spots. Then we have here, I believe these are the character figurines. Yeah. And it looks like these came in the classic packaging. But it looks like you have sort of a Shakespeare moment going on here. Looks like a grave robber / Shakespeare. It's a guy holding a shovel and a skull in his hand, but he's doing the little Shakespeare thing. Isn't that a thing? Like Shakespeare holding a skeleton, talking to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, that is one of the figures. Don't know which figure it is, but yeah. And I think each character has different abilities, and so it's good to have I'm sure there's some are better paired with others and whatnot, but okay. Here's the bigger format, or platform, not format, platform. Let's see if he fits on this one. Yes, he does. But I put him on the wrong way. There we go. There you have Cthulhu. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Star Wars Legion. Looks like it's a advertisement for another game. Yeah, it's just a pamphlet with a bunch of different games by the same company. They all look pretty dope though. Fallout, there's a Fallout board game. Civilization. There's a Civilization board game. Interesting. I have the game, the Civilization game on Nintendo Switch. I haven't been able to get into it yet. I haven't really taken the time to learn. When it comes to games like that, it's just more fun in a board game form than a video game form, I think. But there's Mansions of Madness. They have advertising their own game in the game, but I'm sure they put this in all their games. So, all right, it looks like we have the character cards that match up with the characters, and I assume this is the guy that I showed you, William Yorick, the Gravedigger. And I would assume that because he's a gravedigger, and the character I showed you had a shovel and a skull. So, there we go. 4 strength, 3 agility, 4 observation, 3 lore, 3 influence, and 4 will. Whenever a monster is defeated, gain 1 clue. So yeah, it looks like the different characters have different abilities, different strengths, and yeah, so that's cool. That's fun. Like I said, I've played this game before, but it's been a while, over a year, and I've only played it a couple times, so not enough to remember everything. And then we have our game board pieces. Map tiles. Have our map tiles all here, so that's good. And I think what the computer does is, I could be wrong, but it sets it up for you each time, so it tells you how to set up the board. Again, I could be very wrong about that, but yeah, so the rest is just that. Nice. Alright, let's see. We're at about 25 minutes, so I will probably end it there. I'll do inventory. Maybe that'll be a separate video, just because I want to make sure everything's here. So, alright, we'll go ahead and end it there. I'll do inventory after I'm hoping all the pieces are here. I mean, there's a lot of pieces, so I'm assuming they're all here. The game looks like it's in pretty good condition. There's a few, like, there's wear on it. It's definitely been used. But it looks like all the pieces are here, so fingers crossed they are. But yeah, that is Mansions of Madness. I'll be excited to dive into it and try to record a video to share with you guys. And if ASMR board gaming content is something you guys are into, please let me know down below. It excites me to potentially be recording that. And like I said, maybe I can get my wife on board for some ASMR Larcana once we learn how to play it a little bit. And this one I can record on my own, so look out for that in the future. But I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Please like the video, comment down below. You guys know the spiel. I appreciate all you guys who tune in. I hope I'm bringing you relaxing content